Bagfuel, baby.
What was it like when those checks started coming in? Was it from Ether, or did you have other things coming? Was it let's go through the rollout.
Quick story.
Yeah.
I was just happy to know how to make beats. I meet Big L.
Ooh,
Rest in
wow.
peace, Big L.
RP, yeah.
We do Ebonics. Then we do 4 more records.
Mm-hmm.
He gets killed. I don't know the business. A year later, the album comes out. The album goes gold. I don't know the business. I don't know publishing. I don't know point. I don't know mechanical. I don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my man, Derek, M3. He said, yo, the album went gold. I said, oh, he said, dude, you got checks. You got money out there. You're bugging. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, yo, I'm going to get you a lawyer.
We got some real money out there.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to get you a lawyer because you don't know. I'm going to put you on. Boom, I got a lawyer. Boom, boom.
Who was your lawyer?
I forgot his name at the time. I forgot his name.
Okay, so you got the lawyer.
Got the lawyer. The lawyer was able to get my money from this gold album. I was just big checks. I'm like, oh,
Six figures.
What was some of them checks looking like?
You know, 10, 15, 20.
4 records, 5 records on the gold album. He got 6 figures. He ain't even got to talk about it.
So, I was like, oh, okay, this is what, I didn't know this. That's when I would start to learn publishing, mechanicals, performance. It was like, all right. So then when I did Ether, I already knew the drill. Platinum album, got my lawyer, points,
bump.
Everything is lined up. So once you know those things, those 3 income sources and all of that.
What's the 3 income sources again for these?
The mechanical, the publishing, and the
performance.
Performance, yeah.
Ooh. If you get a single, you gotta get a single.
So once you learn those 3, you be like, oh, I know how to navigate from here. You know what I mean? I know what's rightfully mine. I know I get 50% publishing if I produced it. And you know what I mean?
But let's make a correction because they'll chew us up for that. It's the mechanicals, it's the points, and the performance. So the points is when he gets 3 points, 4 points plus bumps. Those are the 3 income because the mechanical is the publishing. But go ahead.
Yeah. So at Ether, nice check from the Oz. It then went platinum, and then you just get.
Was that bigger? That had to be bigger than Big L's check.
Yeah. It was different. It's different. Oh, he on Columbia.
And you had a big radio single.
Yeah.
RP to L. I'm living in my mom's crib. L comes through. Yo, he go a little 1,500 for the Ebonics. I never, at the time, I ain't see money like that from doing nothing. He kept a G with me. Bong, that's for you. All right. And he didn't have to do that. I didn't really know the business. I just wanted to make beats,
And back then, but have a new beat back then, that was love, especially if he's just throwing it to you because they wasn't trying to give you shit.
Yeah, he was indie.
They didn't have budgets like that back then.
That was indie.
Yeah.
He was by himself.
That's a different
type
type
he was
of love.
indie. Okay.
He was indie. When I met him, he didn't have no deal, was nothing.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think he was active like that. And when he met me, he was like, oh, I just met him. You got all these beats? Oh, we about to get crazy.
I didn't know that.
And we did. That's why I did 4 joints on the big picture.
I did not know that's how he wasn't really moving around like that.
Nah, he was chilling.
And you had the relationship with him and all that shit like that.
Nah, I met him.
That's
and then we just started to work.
Had a working relationship.
You know what I mean?
Because everybody reveres him. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, what was that synergy like with you and Jimmy, yo?
Jim is funny. Recording Pop Champagne was, I put Pop Champagne out independent. Shout out to Jazzy Joyce. Jazzy, I played it one night. I guess Jim heard it. So when I seen him, like, yo, I got this joint bubbling.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I heard it. I'm like, you want to jump on it? Yeah. Go in the stool. Jim on the couch. Jim knocks out. Sleep. Gone. So I'm up with the engineer. I'm like, yo, should I break out? Like, this guy's asleep. He said, nah, he does that. I said, what do you mean? Like, the beat just playing. Like, dog. Like,
yeah.
He said, just wait. Like, hour later, Jim wake up. Yo, turn the mic on. I'm going to the booth. And does the verse. I said, oh, this is crazy. I never seen that before. Like,
Yo,
That's that vamp life for real.
yo, sleep,
Yo.
gone. He wakes up with
These
the
Harlem niggas is different.
He wakes
bro.
up with
I
the
love
24 bars. He wakes up with the 24 bars.
He didn't write nothing. It just
Nothing.
He woke up from his bed and
No, the
Not
seat.
the bed.
The couch.
He was
The couch.
asleep. The couch.
and just killed the. Yo,
turn the mic on. I'm going to booth. On the booth. He lays the 24 down and pop champagne. It was his verse. Then he was like, yo, you know, we need the icing on the cake. I said, who? He said, yes, put L's on there. And that's when L's jumped on there and made a whole big thing.
Was Els in the studio recording?
No.
his verse? He came around later.
Nah, Jim had to go get the verse from L.
Oh, okay.
You know, I learned as, you know, artists being their element, sometimes you got to kind of grab them out of their, because people don't understand artists have real lives. They may have kids, may not have kids. They're doing things, normal things. So sometimes you got to be like, yo, I need that verse, man. Like,
Yeah, you want it.
you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to do it. But, you know, that's what I don't think a lot of people get. Like, artists are real people. Sometimes they want to have they self, time to they self. If they want to be in their family, they want to go, you know, just hang out. And then they'll get in, you know, artist mode when they want to be creative. Because you're not creative all the time. Sometimes you be burnt out creatively sometimes.
That sleeping thing is interesting. You lucked out because I was R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. I remember when he was out here in New York early on. He was just smoking and vibing. This beat was fire. He just kept bopping his head. He said, don't worry, I'm gonna get in the booth. I'm gonna give you guys some content. We had just shot the interview. We're like, all right. Hours is going by. I fall asleep in the studio. I wake up. He's still knocked out. I said, we got to be out. He never recorded that song. So you way fortunate because I was hungry for that footage, that content.
He probably recorded it because Nip. I met him one time. He had a different recording style.
Yeah, he would
People
chill.
said that he had a different recording style.
Rest in peace, Stack. Stack had a different recording style.
Talk about it.
So I got to record with Stack.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm indie, paying for the studio time. You know, that studio time is kicking.
Yo.
Stack he records like 2 bars at a time. He'll go in the booth, come back out, let me hear that. Chill, walk around, listen to the beat, 10 minutes. I'm like, yo, dog. We paying for this studio time, bro. Go back in, do 2 bars, come back out. Yo, let me play that. I'm like, oh, this is crazy, but it came out fire. So some people record different.
Yeah, people vibe different.
What's some crazy studio shit with you? Because we all been in the studios with breaks.
I can't even think off the top of the dome. But I mean, it was just like I can just say that the music business have privileged me to meet a lot of how do you say eccentric people. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. I've seen a lot of wild things go on with stars with people having asthma attacks and they man's not having they little breathing joints and stuff like that. And
you know what's the craziest shit I heard?
You know what I'm saying?
A very famous female artist, you couldn't call her by her name, and when you talked to her, you had to be facing away from her.
No, I know, yo, bro.
You know what I'm talking about.
I got invited to a party with a dude. He's dead now, so I'm not gonna mention his name.
Yeah.
They was like, no, not. Was it the dead guy? Yeah. When he walked out the hallway, you had to look at a card. Like they didn't want you to see. Yeah. And I would be like, I'm not going. Like I'm not fucking
That's
with
too
that.
many stimulation.
I'm from South Jamaica, Queens. Like we don't do all that stuff. If I can't look at who's walking in the door, it's a problem, bro. Like chill. You know what I'm saying?